Hi guys, in this spoiler is Neutopia. It is ongoing South Korean romantic fantasy zombie comedy television series starring Park Jong-min and Jisoo. It premiered on February 7, 2025. Let's get to the movie synopsis. Neutopia's Episode 3 picks up right where Episode 2 of Neutopia left off. In-ho and Soo-young rush to help the head chef, who is struggling to keep the glass door shut as zombies push against it. Jae-yoon, clutching his hair in frustration while brainstorming an escape plan, notices the glass beginning to crack. Thinking quickly, he ignites the cart filled with sanitizer bottles on fire and hurls it at the zombies. The flames engulf them, killing several of the zombies, giving the four survivors, Jae-yoon, In-ho, Soo-young, and the head chef, a chance to escape. However, their relief is short-lived as the fire alarm goes off, activating the sprinkler system, which begins to extinguish the flames. Quickly, the four of them manage to flee and make their way back to the military base. At the same time, the chief military officer and his assistant prepare to search for Jae-yoon and In-ho. Upon seeing the two soldiers return with civilians, the chief is furious. He refuses to believe their claims about the zombie attack and tries to punish them for disobeying orders. Before he can act, chaos erupts. The zombies from downstairs reach the base, forcing the soldiers to lock the doors to keep them out. Just as the tension settles, the head chef suddenly collapses and dies. To everyone's horror, it is then revealed that he was bitten. He reanimates as a zombie and attacks. To stop him, a soldier grabs him in a headlock but the chef starts biting into him repeatedly. Seeing no other way, In-ho, defying orders from the chief, drives a metal scraper into the chef's head and kills him. The chief is enraged at In-ho for killing a civilian and disobeying orders and raises his gun at him. Jae-yoon immediately steps in, blocking the chief's aim, and convinces him that killing him is the only way to survive, which comes before protocol. Meanwhile, the bitten soldier is taken for treatment, but his condition worsens. He bleeds profusely, coughs up blood, and soon dies. Young-ju and her senior, Seo Jin-wook, arrive at the police station, where a desperate crowd has gathered, searching for law enforcement. Among them, they find Alex, who informs them that the zombie outbreak is not limited to Korea, it has spread worldwide. As they talk, a group of armed men, whom Alex refers to as hunters, storms the police station. They seize police firearms and start shooting, sending the crowd into a frenzy. In the ensuing chaos, Young-ju, Seo Jin-wook, and Alex flee into an empty pub. Exhausted and hungry, they grab some food to regain their strength. Back at the base, Jae-yoon, desperate to contact his family and Young-ju, pleads with the chief to return their phones. Still fuming, the chief hesitates until a subordinate officer reminds him that they need to inform the dead soldier's family. The request is granted, and Jae-yoon and his team get their phone back and contact their families. Jae-yoon finds unread messages from Young-ju. Seeing her concern for him, he becomes emotional and quickly replies. In the pub, Young-ju, hearing from him, becomes relieved and even more determined to reach Tower 77A, where Jae-yoon is stationed. At the shop, she comes across a cassette tape of Jae-yoon's favorite singer. Remembering how they once sang along to his songs together, she buys it for Jae-yoon. Alex and Seo Jin-wook insist on accompanying her despite her protests. Alex argues that he has his car parked in front of the tower. The trio sets off, navigating through zombie-infested streets. Meanwhile, in episode 3 of Notopia, at the military base, food supplies are dwindling, barely enough to last for 2 days. The soldiers ration their meals, eating in small portions. As they sit down for dinner, the electricity flickers and Inho realizes that the phone signals are also down.
전책?
전화 오비고 확실히 못해?
이명라인호.
Suddenly, loud banging echoes from the door, triggering his suspicion. He recalls that the soldier who died earlier has yet to turn. His fear is confirmed when the chief opens the door and the dead soldier, now a zombie, is in front of them. A fellow soldier, previously grieving for this dead-turned-zombie teammate, rushes toward him, believing that he is still alive, only to be attacked and bitten. The team quickly separates them, but the bitten soldier is unresponsive. Senior soldier Kwak Ga-young and Su-young try to resuscitate the newly bitten soldier, knowing that if he dies, he will turn into another zombie. Meanwhile, in the last scene of this episode of Notopia, Inho attempts to kill the zombie soldier with a frying pan but fails. The group throws a blanket over the undead soldier, restraining him. Finally, at Jae-yoon's urging, the chief takes his gun and shoots the zombie in the head, ending the threat. At this moment, with tensions high and uncertainty looming, episode 3 of Notopia concludes. If you like the movie commentary, please support my channel. See you in the next movie commentary. Bye.